Mike, since you cover West Virginia as well, I'll let you off on that tie, but it's awful close to maize and blue, so you may want to burn that.
I got my Ohio connected.
I see that. All right, thanks a bunch. So I think our next slide is the agenda, which we can skip because we're already off. Hey, I'm really honored today, really honored to have up from our Bowling Green Connected Nation, which is our parent nationwide nonprofit, Mark McElroy, who's our Chief Strategy Officer. Mark's been around far longer than I, since the inception, I believe, of Connected Nation. And he's responsible for our strategy and how we engage with the public and private sector and making sure our programs are on track. He's my boss, and so I'm glad to have him up here today to tell you a little bit about kind of how we were conceived and the accomplishments we've made here in the last 5 and 7 years. So, Mark McElroy.
Listen, if you'll move up forward, I promise to make this more of a conversation than a presentation. So feel free. Don't want to be offended if you get up and come up a little closer. So make it there you go. See?
We'll take the big step.
That's right. Now somebody be a first follower. All right, every leader's got to have a follower, Dave. I guess we'll.
The front row option's a little bit thin.
That's right. My name's Mark McElroy. There's Charlie Moses. How are you, Charlie? Good to see you. Happy Halloween's the first thing I want to say. How about that? Who's got big trick-or-treating plans this afternoon and evening? All right. Well, happy Halloween. By show of hands, this will always see how much we know about each other. By show of hands, are you a fan of the Addams Family or the Munsters? Addams Family folks, raise your hands. All right, Munster types.
I like both.
It's kind of an even split. You remember Addams Family had, they had the character, was it Uncle Fester? You remember Uncle Fester? Uncle Fester had been around the longest. Uncle Fester wasn't a part of every scene and wasn't around on every occasion. And Uncle Fester, when they needed him, could be summoned out of the basement. Folks, I am Connected Nation's Uncle Fester. And Stu is being kind because honestly he feels obligated to. and I'll take it. I will. Now listen, it's an honor to be here today. I am with Connected Nation and just have been engaged with Connect Ohio from its inception, and want to spend just a few minutes today talking about how we knock water bottles off. We want to talk about how we knock water bottles off. I want to talk about how we got started, what has been our impact, what have we accomplished, what's left to do, et cetera, et cetera. And my biggest goal is to let data do the talking today. And honestly, because I'm not an engineer. I'm not bright with network management like Dave and Stu and most of you in the room are. I have to boil things down to a picture before I can converse about it. So what I have today are a lot of pictures. But these pictures kind of point to a reality that I want to reaffirm and remind us of. At the end of the day, regardless of the technical nature of our work, what we have done together and what we will continue to do together is about people. We talk about communities as a generic kind of category, as we should, just to hasten our dialogue together. But ultimately, this is about people, and I'll boil it down even further. It's really about children. And obviously, I'm kind of editorializing here, but this is about people and families and children having a relevant path to their bright future.